Hello and welcome to CorvinaCast. I am Corvina.
I am Jesha.
Today we are going to be talking about the new season, Overwatch Season 4. It's very exciting, a lot of new stuff. So we got our new hero, we got the new mythics, we got the whole Battle Pass revamp. There's like the stadium thing we'll slightly address, comp updates, Emerald, there's a lot going on. So shall we start with our new hero Demon?
Yes. What do you think?
I think she's really cool. I don't know how she sits in game because she got hotfixed again, so I haven't played her with her second changes, but she seems pretty balanced, at least like especially opposed to the other tanks that we've gotten in recent years, like Dom off the bat. They've been very oppressive, but I
Overpowered.
feel like she's alright, and I think she's a very reasonable character, which is really nice. Especially because like she's from such an old integral part of the lore with Diva and the Mecha Squad. I think it's super cool, and she's purple hair, so
You're biased.
no, I'm not.
Nah. Well, I think when on release, Demon was. I feel like she's the first tank that has never really been like game breaking, like overtuned to like a bajillion, and then gotten like 10 million nerfs. They've hot fixed her because she was a little bit weaker. But I mean, the first hotfix she did fine, but then now they've done more, and apparently it's like way worse. But
Worse as in
I
what?
think
Like she's
like
good or bad now?
she's better. Like she's better.
Okay.
She's even better after the hotfix, the second one. But I think on a character like level, I think she's really unique. I'm glad we're getting like a mecha character. So that means that, in the potential future we could get like different characters kind of.
I think it would be so cool to get the other mech members as different roles. Like it
I'd
would be
like a
so cool to get a
support
support
mech.
one. Yeah. I'm really impressed with how she feels like she's part of the mecha squad, but she has completely different abilities to Diva, and I think that's so neat.
Yeah, like I was when they said like the whole like flying thing, like movement, I was like, oh great, so she's gonna fly around like Diva. But no, she's like she can move, but it's like only on like like a ground level, which is cool. Which is cool. Like it's really nice and unique, and it fits really well for her character. So I think she's a really cool character. Her involvement with Mecha, and yeah, just she feels
I
good.
will
She feels
say,
good to
I
play.
think it's really like surprising to me at least how lively she is. Like I was expecting her to be a lot more like angsty and edgy and like unfriendly. Like from her I mean her name is literally Demon, and her like she's got a very sort of unapproachable sort of look, as if she's like goth baddie like type thing, like that sort of archetype of a not so friendly gal. So I
I
was very surprised, especially to see her voiced by Lily Puchu. It was all very shocking to
I
me.
I did not think that at all. I quite literally just thought that
Her name is Demon.
yeah, but like they're all like at the end of the day, all their characters are like they're gamers. They are gamers. I think her character lore is that she's like a speed runner. That's her lore is that she cat specializes
Does
in
she
speed
fake
running.
speedruns, bro?
No, she's like does like niche speed runs or some shit like that. I think that's like what it was. Is like she did some like really old game.
Oh
I
yeah, I
can't
think I
remember,
follow
but
her on Twitch.
um what, you follow Demon on Twitch?
Yeah, bro, I've seen them. I've seen
Yeah.
them live.
Hey, you've seen Demon on Twitch? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, bro. 100%. I've seen Diva on a song.
yeah, she's
What's the
washed.
what's the what's the thing when you go into the Mechamania and then they just play like a cutscene for like 10 million
Yeah,
years?
they play a dialogue. I don't know if that's been fixed, but if you load into a game
No.
while the event dialogue is playing, it keeps playing.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really, really cool.
they've hot fixed her like two times, but they have not managed to deal with that.
Hey, we
So
don't know if
yeah.
they fixed it yet, but yeah, I think
I
overall she's really neat. Um, I think the lore is really interesting and the stuff they added, but I was super confused watching the cinematic because Diva was in her Overwatch 1 outfit, with the Overwatch 2 mech. So that was really interesting, but oh well.
And then Demon's eyes were like super super blue in
I
the
mean,
trailer.
they're super blue in this art. What actually are they in game? Let me have a look.
They're like
They're
brown,
brown.
purplish. They're not blue because yeah,
If they're
blue's
blue, they're
just a
like
weird.
super dark blue.
Yeah.
Having a look. Yeah, they seem to be like super dark blue. So like
Yeah.
her having these like piercing when a blue eyed person stares at you type eyes.
Hey, that's not nice.
Yeah, imagine.
That's not nice.
Yeah,
Just because I have blue eyes.
yeah,
All right, pal.
yeah. Um, Imagine having blue eyes. Anyways, yeah, I think that's all there is to Demon. I think she's really cool. A very good addition. She feels more like a Shion opposed to a Sierra in terms of how she fits into the game. Like such a good part of lore and like a really unique, fun kit. I'm really happy with her. I think she's quite challenging too, opposed to how like I thought she would be. There's just like a lot of utility to her kit and a lot to learn. So I feel like her skill floor is pretty high.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like she definitely can base level, even base level. I feel like it's like it can be a bit difficult. I can't wait. I'm the only thing I am disappointed about is she doesn't have like, at least from what I've seen, doesn't have any like special text. Like I thought she was gonna have like Brig like shield bash text, so she could like get up on like high ground and stuff, but she can't with like surging strike, which kind of sucks. But you know it's okay.
hmm.
It's not the end of the world.
um, well, moving on to mythics. Oh my god, Genji's mythic is genuinely the best mythic when was the last like one that was that good? Like Junker Queens. It is
Or
so good.
that's a
I think
bit.
it is truly honestly possibly the best mythic we've gotten except for the customization because it falls into that, but the design of it and the details, it looking at it without the VFX, it looks like a mythic, and I think that is like the
Yeah,
key thing because a lot of the recent ones they just like, especially for the girls, they're kind of just like girly skins, and then like the guys or like the more masculine characters, it's just cybery like RGB PC type thing.
but
So
even then, like for like Sojourn and stuff, like Sojourn's mythic was just like cyber. So
yeah. And speaking of Sojourn, I quite like her weapon. I saw someone said that her kill effect is like a Fortnite rift. I thought that was funny. The weapon reminds
yeah,
me so much of Apex in its design, but I really like it. I think the reactivity is cool, and I think the flourish is great. I saw people complaining, like, why does she pull out a knife? But I think that sort of thing is so neat.
I think I would have liked it if she just like spun her fucking railgun just like on her finger, just like
Yeah,
spun
I
that
don't
shit
think she could
around.
do
Just like,
that.
oh, I'm sure she could, or just like I don't know, or it could like flourish by like opening up. I don't mind the knife. I feel like there's a lot more potential that they could have done with the flourish, where they could have like flourish where yeah, like the railgun opens up. That would have been cool. That's how I feel about Reinhardt's. I think Reinhardt's is pretty lackluster. His flourish, even though it was the first mythic weapon, and also that you still can't to this day. You have to hold down his flourish button. You can't like just press flourish once. You have to like hold it down.
No. Well, moving on to comp, which was like the craziest change. I thought that was really interesting that they did that like in the well, towards the end of the comp year, I guess, but like the middle of the comp year, they've added a
Yeah.
new rank Emerald in between Plat and Diamond, and I'm Emerald 1.
Oh
It's
my.
interesting because I wonder if they made it easier to get out of Plat now. Because like what if I because this season we quit Stadium. We used to only play Stadium since it came out. So the last year and a half we've only been playing Stadium. We hadn't been touching comp. So I wonder if I would have gotten Diamond 1 as easy as I've gotten Emerald 1 here. Um, so I think it's really interesting. And like the last game I played right when I ranked up, it said I was ranked higher than like 84% of players or something crazy. I don't know. I
Yeah,
think it's really
something
interesting.
ridiculous. I think it's Like what in the last how many 4 years of Overwatch 2, 3 years, whatever it is. They've only added what 2 ranks now?
They
Champ
added
and
champion.
Champ and Emerald. Those are the 2 ranks.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I mean, I do think it was needed. I don't know. I mean, it does because the biggest issue was Plat, Diamond, Elo, Hell, where you would have Plat players that either are super lucky and like they just kind of like get through their placements and they're stuck in Plat and they're just like they don't really know what the fuck they're doing and they have no awareness, or you have like Diamond players who have really good awareness but they don't have good game sense. It's like a whole thing where it's like one or the other, and it's in this like weird elo hell thing where your teammates can just be like one or the other of like some just not good, and people get stuck there. So
I will say, like my biggest critique of it is, they maybe should have changed the grouping thing. Like, I think it's a bit crazy if you're like Diamond 5, you can't group with a Gold 1. Because it's 5 divisions apart. I don't know. I think they probably could have afforded to widen it a little bit. But because like I feel like still there is such a clear discrepancy between like, sorry, I feel like that there isn't really a clear discrepancy between gold and diamond at this point. Like from the games that I've played, and we've been playing with our friend who's gold, and we're like about to be diamond. Um, and I don't know, it's a bit silly. But like bronzes shouldn't play with plats, but I feel like the issue is still present. It's still early. Um, but I think it's also really interesting because, like I said, we had only played Stadium until this season. How, like, you gain and lose elo and how they actually decide that. Because our friend who was in gold, we were gaining like 50 through Emerald per win,
yeah,
and he was gaining 25. Same win, like, and it's not like he was like playing Mercy and getting like no stats. Like, he was on DPS for a lot of it and getting like really like top fragging and stuff like that. And he was getting 25. Like, uh, what is that? I don't understand. Maybe
yeah,
it's because
it's
he's
like
queued with people that's higher than him. That's why he's gaining less, but I'm not sure. I think overall it's a bit silly, and I do think adding a rank between plat and diamond is a good idea to like sort of separate that elo hell and like push gold further down. And we don't know what they've done behind the scenes, so we just kind of have to see how it plays out.
yeah,
And see like, because I know they made it harder to get into the higher ranks, but I feel like for most people like Emerald isn't going to make a difference to getting to Master. Hey, I'll be able to tell once we start grinding that and see how we go. Um, but yeah, speaking of Stadium, which I think next week we're gonna talk about entirely because there's so much to say about that. They have completely just killed it in this patch. Like, Diva was one of the best tanks, and they reworked her and made her better. They didn't touch Freya, and they didn't touch May. They didn't really touch Reaper, I believe. So many like core problem characters they didn't touch, whether it was like good or bad.
they didn't
Um,
touch Mom Zarya, did they?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
The patch was just ridiculous. I don't want to talk about it too much, but like I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So that really sort of solidified Stadium's place. I'm not sure what they are trying because I don't understand why they would change it if they thought it wasn't like the best thing to do for the game. But I want to know where they got the idea that that was the best thing to do for the game. Because it's like the very common widespread opinion, like sort of understanding the meta and the heroes that are good and bad. Like, it's not a controversial thing that people don't agree on. It's pretty like across the board. Everyone knows that Freya is stupid broken, and she was not touched, and she hasn't been touched in seasons.
I think it's like I know you don't want to get into it, but like it's just such a dumb thing where they just kind of like drop their hands with it and like, don't worry,
We're
we'll
not talking
update
about
and
that today. We'll talk about
we'll do
that next
patches,
week.
man. It's just
I
like
just think like this patch was more harmful
it's
than
just
good,
dumb.
so I
Yeah,
don't know
well,
why they did
that's
it.
that's what I was trying to say. It's just it's like they're trying to just like make it worse and just make it
But
so
I
that no
don't
one
believe
touches
it
it.
because why would they spend resources trying to make something worse? I think they genuinely believe this would help it, and this was the best thing. But I want to know where they're getting that
What?
information. But anyways, the battle pass got revamped, which is very interesting. It's very Fortnite-y. I think it's better than Fortnite's. I absolutely hate Fortnite's battle pass. I've never understood it. It's always confused and stressed me the frick out. But I don't think it's too bad. I personally didn't think the battle pass needed to change. Um, I know that may not be a very common opinion. I've seen a lot of people saying like this was needed. Um, I I just like a straight line and gaining everything. But hey, if this helps make things better, makes things more user friendly or something, I don't know. Do what's best. The skin swapping is very interesting, I must say. I was not expecting that, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they copied it from other rivals.
Don't even joke about that. That's so stupid. Um,
Um,
I feel like they could have added a bit more range, and I wonder how they picked the heroes because I feel like a lot of people complain about getting Torb and Ryan and Sigma skins, and they put and Junkrat, and they put all four of them in there. Like I feel like they could have afforded to chuck in a Mercy skin or something because they have
they
like
put ball.
they have yeah, and Bull. Like I feel like it's very unpopular characters. Like the more popular heroes here are like Ana
Soldier.
is the most popular one here. And the
Soldier, I
Soldier
would
skin's
say.
probably one of the better ones in here because it was a really recent. Actually, that's a lie. That was like over a year ago. Oh my
Yeah, it
gosh,
was a
not really
long
recent.
time. It was a long
Time
time ago.
flies
I
when
hate
they
to say
pump
it.
out so many freaking skins.
And
Um,
then the recolors. I think
yeah,
that's a recolor.
I feel like um I feel like they could have put more in the pool and it would have been more enticing. But I finished every single battle pass since Overwatch 2 came out, so I'm not gonna give up a battle pass skin for something I could possibly get in a loot box. Like if they put more rare things in there, it would be a different story. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not really interested.
The thing I would. Sorry, yawning. The only thing that
Yeah.
I would if I could swap was that I it would be like OWCS like skins, like league skins. Those are the only time I would swap out. Otherwise, I'm just getting the battle pass skins
We
straight up.
also have a lot of esports skins in right now, which I thought was
Yeah, we
interesting.
got like I think it's good because I do really like it. I think the way that they're doing it though, I mean, it
I don't like that
does.
they only do certain heroes because it's
Well,
like a recolor.
it's based on the comp that their team mainly plays. That's what it is. So that's why you're mainly seeing like a lot of cats, a lot of Maugas, a
But
lot of
like
like
so many of them don't even have a tank or like one support.
yeah, it's like it's very
But
interesting. But like I would like if they did like the whole roster, like a certain like a handful of characters from the like different like role groups. So
like
like
Anna isn't in a single one of these. It's kind of crazy.
I think the meta is
She's
like
in the old ones that they did for like the regions.
I think
Which made me
I think
sad because I would have loved to get the purple one for her.
I think the meta right now like OWCS is like cat and either Kiri, Juno, or Lucio. I can't
Yeah, the
remember.
cat is in every fucking bundle. Like that's so
Yeah.
ridiculous. The cat has gotten so much. It's actually crazy. She's actually in every bundle. That's so annoying.
And we won't get the Dreamtime cozy skin because it'll be a Chinese exclusive, and I'll be very upset. And they got her an emo. She got her own emo in that game. She's got like a different emo besides the base ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
How
I think the
crazy!
China exclusive thing is pretty crazy. It's getting very old very quickly.
It
I'm not sure
it
like what the deal is and why like Blizzard can't take like
well
why we can't do evolution. Like I guess it's like gacha in China, so it's like it's very complicated. But does it
Oh,
have to
it's
be? Can just put the fries in the bag? Let me get the freaking skins. I really, really hope we get the detective skins. In the like post mid season, because I really want honors.
I think they could implement it a lot easier in the base game, but with China, it's because NetEase, who obviously they like have like a bunch of games under their thing. They have Marvel Rivals, they have like PUBG, a bunch of different games, so they know what they're doing. They did COD Mobile and like COD Online, and like the way that they go NetEase specifically go around like free to play games, they're very like accessible for like the player, where like cosmetics are very easily accessible and like buyable, where they are cheaper and you can get them at like a decent price. It might be hard to, but like you can. Um, but I think like Blizzard could easily, obviously, because in China they're not allowed to do like have reigns over it. It has to be like under NetEase, which is like a Chinese like authorized company or something. It's like something along those lines. So that's why Blizzard can't, and they don't really. They just kind of give the IP to them, and then they can do what they want with it. So yeah, but they 100% could like. I thought the detective skins were gonna come. I'm assuming mid season, but if they're not, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I really have no clue.
They haven't really said it. Besides, like last season, they just said, "Oh, it'll
Last
come next
season,
season."
yeah, last season I believe Cavalry said that it would come in season 4, so that's why my hopes
But
are high.
they didn't like say anything for the roadmap as well. So the roadmap was also a bit confusing. I will say, like when they brought it out, because there was no real big announcement kind of stuff.
For what?
Besides like for this season, season 4, there was no like real big roadmap like announcement thing.
There
The only
was.
big thing, yeah, but I'm saying, well, like wasn't that like special?
I think
It's like kind
changing
of
the
like a lot of
ranks a
stuff.
bit, like changing the ranks in the battle pass is pretty intense and a whole like event for all the mecha squad. I think that's
And
pretty.
another La Seraphim collab.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. Hopefully, well, that should come this like before mid season.
Yeah,
I
I just don't know how.
I mean, like for them to advertise it like that, I'm assuming that it means they're
It's
gonna
gonna be
make
another wave.
more skins. So I'm gonna
Please.
get my predictions in: Demon, Freya,
Yep. Yep.
Vendetta.
Lucio. Please, Lucio. Lucio needs it. Lucio will be so
No,
good. They gave one to Junkrat, they can give one to Lucio,
no,
surely.
he
Yes.
won't get it.
Lucio will be perfect. No, he will. He will. I'm calling it right now.
They might give it to Sierra if they're trying to do different stuff. Demons are given. Freya, I would bet my fucking firstborn on. I think Vendetta's been getting a lot, and Sierra.
Unrun.
Oh, Unrun, of course. Yeah. Well, there you go. There's the 5. So Demon, Unrun,
Lucio.
Freya, Vendetta, and Sierra. 4 DPS, by the way. But
What if
like,
they do
if
what if
if
they do
4
some
supports got it,
guys?
people would fucking riot.
If they did guys,
They
it would
don't do
have to be
guys.
Lucio.
It's a
But they
girl
did
group.
Junkrat. They did
He was the
Junkrat.
bodyguard, and that was a free skin, or like the
Lucio.
groupie. Lucio's not getting
Lucio.
shit. Get over it. Lucio Larpy. Don't even play
Please.
him. Anyways, this has been an exciting season so far. Some disappointments, like with Stadium and like seeing what China gets, is really upsetting. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what they cook up in the next few weeks.